to hurt yourself. Welcome Capricorn to your weekly reading. This is for the 30th of June to the 7th of July. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Capricorn, I'm going to start off by looking at the overall energy of the week. We will then look at what you need to release or let go of this week. Thirdly, we will look for any hidden opportunities. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Capricorn, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with the Empress, and we're looking at the overall energy of the week, and I am just going to get your clarifier. So we want to see now what the Empress is for Capricorn, please. The Four of Pentacles. Capricorn, what I am seeing for you this week is that wherever you might have been holding yourself back or playing it very cautious or laying low because you don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers or cause any trouble, this is the week, my dear Capricorns, where you let go of the fear of being seen. It's time to come out of the shadows and into the light. The first card we saw coming out for you was the Empress. And the Empress, my dear Capricorns, is the energy of abundance and fertility. Being in a place or a situation where we want for nothing, where our needs are met. As you can see, at our Empress's feet lies her cornucopia, which flows over with abundance. So you're being told very beautifully that when you hold yourself back, when you dim your light or you allow someone else to dim your light, Capricorn, you are stopping abundance and prosperity from coming into your life. A simple example of this would be, Capricorn, is if you, say, have a very dynamic and vivacious close friend, and they are always the person in the spotlight, and they are used to it. And they are not really willing to share the spotlight with anybody else. And this could have been going on for years. You know, Capricorn, it's always about them. When you meet, it's always their stories, their accomplishments. And when it comes time for you to share something of yours, they just brush over it. And what I am seeing, my dear Capricorns, that this week you don't need to let anybody diminish or downplay your achievements, your accomplishments, your plans for what is going on in your life. This energy of keeping everything close to your chest is over. And this just could be, my dear Capricorns, that you gently just say to this particular friend, you know what, I want to share my accomplishments. I want to share my plans. Or, my dear Capricorns, it could just be that this particular friend is not exactly the friend that you thought they were, and you need to be amongst people who are going to see you for who you are and recognize your skills, your gifts and your talents. This could be something that's going on at work, Capricorn. Perhaps you have a boss who could be threatened by you, so what you do is you dim your light. You don't stand up and voice your opinion and give your suggestions because you're afraid your boss might be threatened and they might fire you, so you keep quiet. But now we are being told so beautifully, Capricorn, that it is when you stand in your light, that when you shine, that you bring in this beautiful Empress energy. So this week, Capricorn, no playing it small, no hiding in the shadows. It's time to come out and show the world who you are and what you can do. Now let us move on and see what Eight of Cups is all about, that is sitting in the area of what you need to let go of. So we want to see now what Eight of Cups is for Capricorn. Justice. Capricorn, this is such a clear and strong message. Justice is coming in because this energy is asking you to restore balance and harmony back into your life. When you hold back on letting people know how you feel, when you hold back not letting people see your wonderful ideas and suggestions and hearing you speak from the heart, you're doing yourself an incredible disservice. And we saw that with the Empress coming through and saying, it's time, my dear Capricorns, for you to regain your throne, to sit strong in the belief of who you are and what you have to offer. It's time to walk away from anything now that is holding you back from being your true self. And Capricorn, as I mentioned, it could come through anywhere. Sometimes it even comes through in our closest relationships, as I mentioned with that friend example. This could come through even with your significant other. Perhaps your significant other is threatened in some way by your success or by the way you do something or by the way you excel in something, and so you keep quiet about it. An Eight of Cups is asking you to walk away from the fear of being recognized, seen, and admired for who you are. It's time to be strong, Capricorn, and acknowledge that if people can't be there for you and can't come forward and be happy for you as you accomplish something, as you speak your mind and speak your heart, then it's time to walk away, because you need to bring some kind of balance back into your life. By going into Four of Pentacles, what you are doing, you are tipping the scales so that you are actually at the bottom. Because when you play it small and when you hold back from what you are feeling and what you want to say, it crushes your soul in some way. And now, my dearest Capricorns, you need to let that go, release it completely and move on. There might be certain people that will not be entirely happy, but if they love you, Capricorn, they'll get used to it. And if they really are not happy with it and they fight you tooth and nail, then perhaps they are just not meant to be in your life at this time. So you let go of playing it small in order to make the people around you feel better. Now let us see what Ace of Swords is for you that is sitting in your hidden opportunity. So we want to see now what Ace of Swords is for Capricorn, please. The Three of Pentacles. My dear Capricorns, Ace of Swords, we see the hand of God coming in, giving you the sword of victory, the sword of clarity and a breakthrough energy. Now that sword there is represented with our sword we saw in our Justice card. It's about you now accepting the sword and releasing yourself, Capricorn, from what Four of Pentacles could represent to you. As you see on top of our ace, we have the victory wreath. It's time for you to reclaim your position of strength. Capricorn, you are a strong, dynamic and powerful being. What you are doing by playing it small is that you are not allowing the people around you to benefit from your gifts, your talents and your dynamic energy. But when you stand strong and confident in your power, you, my dear Capricorns, are going to allow the right people to come into your life. With the Three of Pentacles here, we have such a wonderful confirmation that even though there might be people that leave your life, Capricorn, because they are used to you walking on eggshells and not wanting to ruffle any feathers. And when you start speaking your mind, it might put people out, as I mentioned, but you are being told so beautifully to let them go. Because by letting the people go that don't see you for who you are and don't allow you to be your true authentic self, you are making room for the right people to come in. Three of Pentacles tells you in no uncertain terms that there are already people around you that perhaps you are not even aware of, or perhaps they haven't yet come into your world, but they are there energetically. It's just about you now being your true authentic self that will allow them to see you and be drawn into your world. Your hidden opportunity here is to be strong enough to take this sword and to clear out whatever is not working for you, because what we see then, my dear Capricorns, is that in your authentic truth, things will naturally fall into place. And before you know it, my dear Capricorns, you're going to see that people are just naturally going to be drawn to who you are right now. Wow, what a strong message coming through for you, Capricorn. Now let us see what Three of Swords is all about, that is sitting in the possible outcome of the week. So we want to see now what Three of Swords is for Capricorn, please. The Ten of Cups. Wow, Capricorn. We truly see a wonderful story coming through here from Spirit for you. This Three of Swords energy is coming through here, letting me know, Capricorn, that the more you do not allow yourself to be your true self, the more you hide who you are, the more you play it small, the more you are going. As I mentioned previously, it damages your soul and your heart because you are not allowing yourself to grow and expand in ways that you are meant to. However, my dear Capricorns, when you allow yourself to sit in the energy of our Empress and just allow your voice to be heard and not be afraid to be seen for who you are, then, my dear Capricorns, you bring in your Ten of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. So everything that you might be thinking and dreaming of and holding back for fear of being rejected, for fear of being laughed at, for fear of failure, this is a time now to take a deep breath and let it go, because we are being told so beautifully, my dear Capricorns, that even though you might have to leave certain situations and circumstances behind, the right people will find you. They will see through everything, Capricorn, and they are going to be there, supporting you, loving you, and encouraging you as you reach your ultimate potential. So quite a big week coming through for you. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.